Henry County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Thursday, January 29th, 2026, eighth day of the January term. The Henry County Commission is pursuant to adjournment at the courthouse in Clifton, Missouri. Those members present were Jim Stone, presiding commissioner, Mark Larson, North District Commissioner, Jake Bradley, South District Commissioner, County Mayor, County Clerk. 9 a.m. Commissioner Stone brought the meeting to order. The minutes from the Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Bradley, second motion carried. The closed minutes from the Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Bradley, second motion carried. Expenditures for the following departments were approved to be paid: employee benefits, general county government, juvenile office, emergency management, LATCF, university extension, law enforcement, GR, recorder of deeds, buildings and grounds. Commissioners reviewed and signed the assessor's first quarter reimbursement request. Commissioners reviewed and approved senior tax freeze applications. Dennis Bowers, road and bridge supervisor, shared documents with the commission regarding soft match money requests for the southeast $104,665.50. Commissioner Stone signed the request. Dennis stated that they have been checking signs in the county. If the sign was missing or brackets were missing, the townships would be financially liable. If the signs were just faded, the road and bridge department would fix the sign at no cost to the townships. Commissioner Bradley and Commissioner Larson spoke with Dennis about a yard drive that was damaged by an in-dump truck in the area of Highway P. Dennis said he would contact Alan, who was in charge of the project out there, and he will get it handled. 9:55 a.m. Lindsay Chapin and Zach Olivius with Great River Engineering began the pre-construction conference for BRO BO 4231. In attendance was Brett Kane, Construction Services Rep, Zach Olivius, Project Engineer, John Dugan, MoDOT Representative, Tim Weiss, Lewis Company Project Manager, and Davis Watson, Lewis Company. Lindsay led the conference with an outline of the project and the requirements from all parties involved. Tim with Lewis Company shared that they will begin construction on February 9th. They will be working 4 10-hour workdays and will finish the job by May 9th. Commissioner Bradley was appointed as the responsible charge contact person for Henry County. Tim with Lewis Company has requested that Great River come and do the initial survey after Lewis Company removes the bridge. Josh with MoDOT asked if there was going to be a temporary crossing for traffic. Tim shared that they would build one to move in beams, but it would not be open to the public. He also shared that the insurance certificate expires May 10th, so they may want to get ahead of the game and extend that coverage in case the project is not completed. Documents for the project were signed. Zach shared an update on BRO RO 42001, which will be the next BRO bridge. He feels the project is on schedule and moving in the right direction. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to adjourn at 10:36 a.m. Commissioner Larson seconded. Motion.
Make a motion.
There's a second.
I'll second it.
Motion been made second to approve minutes as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Just have to take that back to New York. I didn't know if you want to look at it or not.
I would.
Okay. And that's that one.
This is
I'm gonna look at that one.
that's for this tax.
It's a neat piece of this.
Like you said, that's what
I'd like to see it in action, to be honest with you.
We're gonna be here a little bit.
Oh, yay, yay, yay. Okay.
This. Get your stamp ready, Jim. They're coming.
All right. I'll probably run out of ink.
No doubt.
It's probably got full ink and throw it out.
We need to think about setting our township meeting up too,
Okay.
especially if Jake's gonna be out of commission for a while. I'm gonna be gone the first week of September.
Vacation or conference or
Well, my child is getting married on the 5th.
you think you need to take time off for that?
No, my conference is the week
Oh, my
before
goodness.
my child's getting married,
Oh
so.
my goodness. It's gonna be a busy week for you.
I thought she was going on the honeymoon with him. The way it sounded, just,
Man, if I was her and Josh be gone.
yeah. Maybe that's it.
Go on their own.
They're going on their own.
No,
We're
my
kindred at the
county
house.
clerk conference is, the 1st through the 4th.
Oh wow. How's that gonna work out for you?
That's terrible planning on my child's part.
Well,
It's at the lake. I'll drive back and forth.
Oh. Still need to challenge.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I may need off the 2nd and 3rd week of September after that.
Wouldn't say I blame you.
again, full rest.
Just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit
Yeah.
here. It's all maintenance on vehicles.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? As much as they drive.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't help it.
Yeah.
What?
Shares
Oh,
maintenance on their vehicle.
mhm.
As much as they drive, it's hard to. It's one thing you can't avoid. Marcus said
Every
it
mile.
just costs a lot, you know, and it does.
There's a lot of them on the road.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I've been shopping for a new vehicle and it is insanity.
What do you look for?
You think you're
Don't
really
you
gerbil?
got?
A hamster.
Hamster?
No, my husband wants me to have something more reliable since I'm driving back and forth to many places. And the hamster's so reliable, but I also have a 16-year-old daughter who needs a vehicle.
There you are.
Currently driving Dad's truck.
What's he driving?
He has a
That's all.
work.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for a mid-size SUV, not a big one. I love my little car, but
I got a
I need a
Tahoe.
little bigger. Tahoe's too much.
Too much for selling.
Man, I don't know.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
We had a mid-size, then we jumped up to Tahoe, and I prefer not the Tahoe, but Yukon. I prefer the Yukon over the mid-size, but
Yeah, well,
it's all what you're used
So
to.
you
I don't
found the
have
same thing. Unless you go with the XL.
I don't need a big vehicle because
Yeah.
my kids don't
Tell
go
you
with
what.
me.
It does make a difference.
I've been driving Lynn's Kitty and I like it.
Really?
A train, I was going to get rid of it, but Jeff being like, I will, Jill, and she's 16.
There you
Did
go.
you not like the terrain?
Yeah, I like it. But I mean, it's older, it's 13. Well,
That's kind of what we're looking at new.
and I wanna get rid of it. Jill will be 16 here in another
There
year,
you
so
go.
Yeah,
So-
that'd be a good deal.
it'd be a cheap
Good
for
one for her.
insurance wise. It'd be a good first car, even
Mhm,
though she's wanting to pick up, her dad says, that may not float.
mhm.
She may get what she.
That's what I told my daughter.
Yeah, you gotta
get
start
what you can
somewhere.
afford, and if
Right.
once you get a job and start bringing in some cash,
That's
you
it.
can decide what you're gonna drive. Until
Mhm.
then, here you go.
I don't know about them.
Good morning.
Okay.
He pulled out the sheriff's bills and the court administration bills. We wouldn't have any in here.
They do get stacked up.
There's many people in jail. There's many people in jail. Less meals.
Yeah. Certainly.
That one stack's got a lot of paper.
Mhm. We're gaining. Ish. Mhm.
Well, there is an AT&T bill in there that always makes it look like a bigger stack.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, I stopped by and looked at that container. It's about half full.
Container?
That trash container,
Yeah.
about half full.
Down at the center.
Yeah.
I think they're done.
See, I wasn't for sure.
Yeah, actually, Mark was supposed to tell you last week. That you're done with
To come get it.
it.
I might send out an email to other elected officials if there's room in there, see if anybody needs any to get rid of anything before I do that,
Perfect
before we
opportunity.
haul it off.
Yeah.
I just didn't wanna do that and then it get filled up and then not have room for what we actually got it for.
We got you.
Sure.
How about Lucretia? Does she have an opportunity? Don't know. Yeah.
I doubt it, as
doubt
good
it.
as it was.
And they started trying to move the good Dean to another across the road.
Might do that this week.
Oh, that's good.
You're not supposed to be cheap. Dennis is supposed to get me a key to mine.
Yeah.
He was supposed
Okay.
So that'll take care of my
Mhm.
head.
Wiring, any kind of wiring.
And then I'm not sure what the court decided. They were gonna
This was done in the middle of the day.
I had a friend in South Carolina. Any permits with NJ. And he was taking out signs. He becomes here's, you need to ask Fox where's your phone? What are you doing? He's, I'm just going another half a mile. It's all. We didn't get in trouble. We didn't get in trouble for it. But we knocked over a bunch of like stop signs going crazy.
Just check. Yeah, big enough, tall enough jacks. Actually, the jacks don't need to be built. They would be sitting next to it. You just keep raising the jack in case. So I don't think they had a 10-foot jack. Yeah, I can move stuff. It's pretty interesting. Well, I don't know. I've heard different things. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of. And
Kelly, this one from Great River, we already signed this, didn't we? We don't need to sign that again.
No, that's a new one.
That's so this we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other one was on the other VRO bridge in that one.
The new one.
Okay.
some weird construction technique. You can see.
Every time we write a check, we have to have a letter, because they get the reimbursement.
Numbers.
Oh, thank you.
I'm trying to learn the VRO stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot.
I don't know how
It's
you're
a
able to keep
lot,
track of
lot. I don't know how I do it without helping the folks at Great River, to be honest with you.
There's another one.
There's two to sign? Okay, thanks.
Well, yeah, but the, it's just not in great shape. Internal. versus-
We're getting close. Getting close.
Isn't it perfectly, I don't know what their mind is. Certain stuff or something like
Yeah, the sunlight comes in. It's, well,
Good morning.
it's
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good deal.
it's just.
We was just singing Great Rivers Rising. I was singing Great Rivers. I can't keep it up with this DRO stuff. No way we can do it without y'all.
Well, that's what we're here for, to help you out.
Keep track of where they're at.
Keep us in mind.
I need to ask if I can get some of these windows put in my office.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Those are consequences. I mean, feds are finding there's some free stuff for that. You don't need to be spending so much money on anyway. So the taxes could be without it impacting essential services at all. Now, I want to speak to state law, I'm sure graft and crap going on there too.
I sent my fourth quarter request to Beaver Tail to get some of that money back to you.
Trying to figure out ways how everything's more cheaper.
I gotta go, I'm gonna have to go back through and make sure Jim's signing them all. How many
Hey,
did we missed
that's
on
right.
this stack?
I was thinking the same thing. I thought, wonder how many they're gonna catch. Both of us go good. 3 and 1, 4 people.
Where's the other one?
Did I say two?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get one?
I got this one.
It should be that over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
I
thought it was
didn't
in this
move, I
file.
didn't move it to the front.
Okay. I see. There we go. Thank you.
It's just
It's been, it's been that kind of real stuff.
There's a check that goes with that. There's your first one.
Too often there's keep mixing it up as well. Who they are,
Set that there.
not only are they paying too much for something.
yeah.
Make sure. I thought there was a-
Is it 2 in there?
No, there's another one coming through. And I know Dennis said there was a change order on one. Something about Culver's. You have to
typical of these places for 5 years, 10 years after their job.
After the list, make sure
You know, pulling streets on there and paying off past favors.
and they still have. Can you just call the general? Got you another job lined up. Check it out. Just make sure you purchase this one.
Made it.
I'm doing it wrong, man.
There's Dennis.
Should be
Coming around the square.
small.
So you guys finish that up. I'm gonna do my normal, my thing. Be right back.
That's what they did.
So let me see if you could keep an eye on it.
Right, yourself?
Awesome.
You made it?
We made it.
Neat. My goodness.
Water.
It's a sign, his neighbor has a parking spot outside for a big one. And I said, yeah, I'm a commissioner, so I agree. Sorry, I'm a Democrat, because he saw the sign in the truck with the conservative Republican. And I said, well, that's okay. I said, it's like,
I got it for you when I was up. She said something.
Well,
I don't drink it, but I do know how to pour.
do you?
No, thank you. I just had a big one all the way up here.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
You said for a minute, I'm not doing this. I said, unless you show that video, but she will tell everybody. Jacob, you're not doing what you said. I was like, all right. Head me out for something, you know. But that's good,
Expectations.
because that makes the most honest. You know what I mean? If it's up to something dishonest. And I don't mind being screwed. It's like, I'll be okay. I got nothing, you know. I can drink.
I'm great. How about yourself?
Can't complain. Wouldn't do me any good.
I was
if
gonna say, I
did
can go
anyway.
kind of complaining, but by that time, my wife will just tell me, you know what, shut up, you.
Yeah, there you go.
Morning, Dennis.
Morning, Dennis.
Good morning.
"30 minutes in and Jake already had to take his first break."
We knew you was gonna be coming. Okay.
I hope so.
He's getting bad. Every time he comes out, he just pours out.
Yeah, they're inky.
Huh?
I said they're inky. I'm gonna flip through while you got a discussion and see if we missed any signatures.
Fixing of this. We've got some homemade ones.
that we use on
You
our
already got
track
some
hose
Kenny?
and stuff.
You took, you already taken care of. I'm telling you, that's great.
What is it?
Service.
Wow. Oh, yeah, yeah, full food.
We made some out of heavy metal, that's what we clean out on, underneath bridges and stuff with. If we can't get a piece of equipment delivered.
Pretty slick.
Thank you, Jim. Mark, whomever.
Mr. Schofield is with Great River, and his appointment was at 9:30, so you have the floor, sir.
Awesome.
Right.
So, gentlemen, I just wanted to swing by and introduce myself. So I'm gonna be the project manager for your BRO projects. I know Lindsay was here the other day with Zach and everything else. I couldn't make it. I had some previous engagements, so I apologize for that. One of the things I do have, I believe you guys have already installed the 30-inch pipe on this project.
Yes, we have, sir.
Look at you go. Awesome. So that's change order. We're gonna deduct $10,000 immediately. So that should make you happy for today if I can get you to sign that. Another thing I brought by, now there's not your name on the here, but these will be reports that I'll be giving you guys once a week. So you don't even have to show up at the project site. You'll get some pictures on there. The graph will kind of show you where we're at as far as the job's going, how many days, and this, that, and the other.
Just right here.
So we're not gonna have to keep a book on
Yes, sir.
this bridge like we did the 400 bridge?
I'm sorry?
We're not gonna have to keep a daily log on this bridge like we did the 400
No,
bridge?
sir. So I got moved up into this area. I've been with Great River now for 9 years. I used to do what my guys are going to do out there is inspect. That was what I did in the very beginning. So I've been moved up to regional project manager. I work with Josh Dugan, the MoDOT representative. He's in my area. I deal with him all the time. So I've made a deal with Josh that as long as the contractor gives me some information, we'll call him and contact him every day, make sure everything's going okay, get some pictures from him. We don't have to be there every single day. So I know it's a critical phase job, but we'll be up here a few times. There might be times when we're passing through. We'll just stop by and make sure Lewis and Company's doing good. But yeah, you do not have to do anything. I got you taken care of.
Wonderful.
That ruins my day.
Well, did you say that ruined your
That
day?
is, that's what I look forward to, is going out there and look at it every day.
Oh, you'll
Well, I
still
mean,
make
I
it
can
out
get
there.
you a yellow book. You can do it if you want to. So I just need just the one signature on there, but yes, that's the deduction for that pipe. I'll get you guys. I'll run it through the system. I'll sign it. Get MoDOT to sign it, and then the contractor to sign it. And I'll send you guys a copy of that.
When I put that pipe in, I wasn't aware that it was part of the project.
That's okay.
The road was caving in, so it came to a time I had to get it put in, and then I guess it was Zach called me the other day and said, "Hey, did you guys put this pipe in?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Well, that was part of the project." I said, "I'm sorry."
That's all right. Saved you guys $10,000.
Appreciate it. So this is great. I actually asked Dennis this morning because he told me the bridge got started yesterday. I said, "Oh no, I don't have the book to do the inspections." So this works out great.
So with Great River, we have inherited a program called Appia, and so we don't even fill the books out anymore. It's all
Okay.
digital. So we'll come out here with either our cell phones or our tablets or whatever else, take pictures, document it all in there, and then when Josh wants it for their pay request, we send it off. Sometimes he wants it, sometimes he doesn't want it. We still have it documented.
Yeah.
It's on our server, so we're good to go.
Fantastic. Works out great.
This isn't even hard.
No, I
Just
just
an
brought an
example.
example. So they have started. I would have brought you one if they started like a week earlier.
You'll get
Yeah.
one.
So
You'll
this
get
is
one.
just an example. It just kind of gives you a little bit of a pictures of what's going on in the project, some graphs.
Yeah.
Your header will be up here, and ultimately, you guys really don't have to go out to the project site. We'll send you one of these every week. What I'll probably try and do is throughout the 90 days, I'll probably try and come once a month just to check in, make sure everything's okay. No one's gotten any questions, and we're moving along good.
Sounds real good.
Sound good?
Sounds real good.
Awesome.
And
All right.
you don't have no objections if we go out there and just take a gander.
No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, if you go out there and take pictures, send them to us. I'll get you. I'll get my inspector to be in contact with you. You guys just coordinate.
Even better. Sounds great.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Here's my card. I kind of the
Should have grabbed mine out of the
no
truck.
worries. No worries.
I left them down there, but I'll email Kelly.
Yeah, can you
That'll
have my
work.
card?
There's one.
That's-
Yes, I did. Yeah, I'll email Kelly. Well, that's how I got on here. I was introducing myself the other day. So thanks for this. Appreciate you guys' time. You have a great day.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Well, that worked out.
I did. I said you.
Well, I took the monkey off your back.
You're not a kid.
I mean, yours. You're gonna have to take care of it for a while for me.
He's already trying to make plans.
They made plans for me.
Well, that worked out pretty good. They really stepped up to it.
Got that anchor system. Kelly, would you, when he emails you his information, would you forward it to me?
Yep. Everything that he emails, everything I just send it to all three of these.
The weekly report, Kelly, that he sends you, could you forward it to me so I can make sure we're staying on track?
I will make sure all four of you are included.
Thank you, ma'am.
Click of the button.
Am I next?
Yes.
Ooh. Get your fingers typing, Kelly.
Still typing on the bureau update there.
A couple things that came up that I need to discuss with you guys. These townships have all year to go out and inspect their culverts and keep an eye on their size culverts and everything like that. I have one time a year that I can go out and just physically, my guys can, and that's right now. The time's going on right now. So when we come up on these bridges and big boxes and stuff that need the brush cleaned out from underneath them because they're forming log jams and stuff, I'm taking care of them. But we also have a bunch of culverts out here that has got log jams in front of them or got a big old log wedged in them. And this is the time of year that I can clean them out and get everything opened up before we get into the spring rains. What I need you guys to do is agree that since I'm out here cleaning up their culverts and stuff that they've had all year to do, that I can charge the townships to get them cleaned out. Because otherwise I'm having to shut jobs down to go so we're not flooding roads and stuff, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know if you guys need to make a motion to let me charge the townships to clean their culverts out whenever, we have to, but,
I don't mind it, but I think we need to be in contact with the township officials to let them know. Like to give them a pre-warning that.
okay, I give them a pre-warning, Jake, this is where we run into.
No, that's fine. Tell me.
I call them up and say, hey, you got these culverts that you need to clean out. And they go out there and look at them and say, not that bad, I ain't worried about it. And then we got problems.
Okay.
And then, or I give them a pre-warning and 6 months from now, they call me and say, oh, we're needing that culvert cleaned out now.
Okay.
So that's where we run into a problem of having to make contact with them. They've had all year to go look at this stuff.
Right.
How long, I guess my question first is how long are you gonna be in this period where you're going out doing that? Because, and the reason I'm wondering is, would it be to our benefit, your benefit, and their benefit to say, look, from today, you got 2 weeks to get them clean. And if you don't clean them, we're going to clean them and then we're going to charge you. Because I agree with you. We need to let them know. And I get it. I mean, trust me, I understand you probably come 10 times and they're not going to pay attention or they don't think it's bad enough. But at least this time when we put hate to use the word ultimatum, but that's basically what it is. Either get them cleaned or we're gonna clean them. But you wanna make sure you give them the option to do it. You know, I trust me, I get what you're saying. You probably told them all year, but this would be definitive. And that's why I was wondering, I don't know how long it's gonna take you or how much time you got.
It's gonna take a couple 3 weeks to clean them all out. And until this time of year, until about mid-April, 1st of May, I'm in a lull here where I'm not building bridges and they're not putting in culverts and stuff like that. That's what I sent them out last week. We looked at all the roads and everything, and I sent them out today to start working on bridges and stuff. So I mean, if I need to shut them down for 2 weeks and make contact with all the townships and say, okay, here's the roads you need to get them clean, I can do that.
I don't want to slow you down from doing what you need to do, but there's kind of a fine line there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. We need to come up with a balance,
So
and before I just went out and cleaned them out and not said anything about it, but
it's money.
I'm losing money.
No.
I'm losing gas and everything else, especially when I got to send that big Trico out with load.
I'm sure there's some townships that's not going to mind just Dennis go out and clean them up.
Sure.
But there's going to be some that at least want a heads up that you're going out there to do
And
it.
that's fine. I'll give them a heads up. I'll call them today when I get back to the office and tell every one of them, these are the ones you got to do. And you need to get them done by 2-week period, or I'm going to do them, and you're going to receive a bill. And I don't charge these townships outrageous prices.
Well, I mean, it's got to be understood.
But I gotta have the water flowing through the stuff. Otherwise, we're going to just be in a road flood.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I'm with Mark, and I think we ought to give them a heads up. You've got a list of the ones that you.
Yeah, I got a list of stuff.
Okay.
There's probably 40 culverts and bridges throughout the county.
And you made a comment, that they may go out and take a look at it and say it's fine. I'm guessing you and I is on the same page. Gone, completely open, cleaned up.
I want all the brush out of there. You have a couple little pieces in there right now that looks good to you, but when you get that 3-inch rain and brings all that other stuff in there, then it just creates a problem. And the only other time I do this is after we have big floods or something like that. I'll send the guys out and make sure the culverts will open back up because it's never fair. You always get more stuff washing down the creek and washing in there.
Well, we all know it's getting ready to happen.
Yeah,
the next thing I need to talk to you guys about, I don't know how you want to handle this, but these townships that go out and drive to Springfield or go out here in Evans and buy their pipe and stuff like that, and then call me and want me to put it in. If they're not buying their pipe from me, I shouldn't be putting it in unless I'm charging them something.
I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I think we probably ought to make a deal with the townships that they need to go through you to get all the pipe.
I mean, I don't care if they, some of these townships, they want all steel. And I'm not carrying no 36-inch steel because that'll cost me $200 a foot and my culvert budget would be empty. But and I don't mind putting it in for them, but I think I need to be charging them a little something to recoup some money going out the door.
Yep.
I mean, this year, and it just happened to work out and stuff, and they got a big chunk of the money and stuff, and I'm not trying to, just because they got the money, I'm not trying to rake it back into me,
Right.
but I'm just,
exactly. That is exactly it.
I'm just trying to protect my job to where we're not giving everything free and not getting anything back.
Well, it's all part of making the roads better.
Yeah.
So
That's something we can.
I'm sure you need to charge enough to cover your expenses.
Yeah.
Right.
Pipe they bought.
That's something we
I
can
think it
cover.
needs to be just like we do. If they go buy their pipe somewhere else, that's fine. But we should charge them like we do the specials. We charge labor only. We don't charge for equipment. And that's just the way it is. I mean, if they buy their pipe from me, I go out there and I put it in for free. But if they go buy it somewhere else, then I'm going to charge them for labor, just like I would a special.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
More than fair.
I think it's something we probably need to talk to him about during our
Really? 'Cause you're a union.
township.
And that's why I'm bringing it up now, so we can all remember this when the township meeting comes up, so we can bring it out to them then.
Okay.
The bridge deal's already been taken care of. All of our equipment for the year, except for the 2 Mower Maxes, and I'm waiting for some filters to come in from Mower Max. They should be here Thursday. But we should have all of our equipment serviced and everything for the year. Not saying we don't periodically throughout the year grease it or service it again, but we always start the year off with the fresh service job. Bill Stewart, I got a hold of Alan, turned that into him. He went and looked. Matter of fact, before I got out there to talk to him about it, one of the guys, I don't know, was in the commission meeting that day or was watching the commission meeting or anything, but he made Alan aware of it. So Alan went down and checked. Couldn't find no evidence of any tracks around the house or tearing up the yard or anything like that, but he did acknowledge that the mailbox was dented. And so he's been in contact with Bill Stewart. Bill Stewart wanted a new mailbox, so Alan's went out and bought a new mailbox for him. But he does not want any of their outfit on his property or near his property. So he's instructed Alan to turn the mailbox over to me, and I'm supposed to go out and put it up.
Okay.
Are you guys cool with all
I'm
that?
cool with that. Yeah, that's fine.
So that takes care of that issue that we had. Road inventory, I'm gonna get getting ready to get started on it. And I've been waiting for Bear Creek to come in because they was wanting to have a meeting with you guys and me to discuss some road inventory issues.
Yeah.
So they haven't, we're in February and they haven't made it in yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and discuss the issue. That way I know which way to go, because when I do road inventory, I'm going off this.
Okay.
And off my sheets that I have from the state. But back when Cole Jurgensmeyer, and I think he said Jim was involved with this, and whoever was before Rick Fosno, or Dell Lawler,
Dan Ruff, or Rick, or
Tally.
Jim Tally.
Anyway, they had an agreement amongst themselves that we was swapping roads and not. And this road swapping don't cut the cake whenever it comes to maps and stuff like that.
Okay.
But down here on Southeast 601, no, pardon.
So 601 is the one that cuts all the way through, right?
Southeast 601 and 900, south of 52. According to the plat book and other books that I've looked at, the road stops right there at 601.
Okay.
But they took and swapped part of 601 that's growed up in timber that you can't get a car down, and moved it over to extend 601 down to a guy's property without any paperwork or adding anything to road inventory or anything like that. They just said, we're taking that part and we're going to move it over here, and that don't cut cakes. And then they got a part over here that comes off of 501 that goes back in there a quarter of a mile and just dead ends, but you ain't gonna get a bicycle down through there because the trees screwed up so bad. So they're saying exist.
601 off of 501 don't exist. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that southeast?
I'm lying to you, Jake. It's right here.
Okay.
This southeast, right here.
This one a little bit right there.
This little stretch right here.
Okay.
They say you can't get a car down through there, so they need to permanently close this section here.
Okay. Are they okay with that? Or have you talked to Ed and
I've talked
Cole?
to Cole, and he's okay with it if that's what they need to do. But just like I told them, until they close it, they're in jeopardy of somebody wanting that open back up, and they're going to be liable for it. They're
Yeah.
going to have to pay the quick tone stuff.
You just better catch it.
You know, they're liable for it. So until it's permanently closed,
Okay.
they're subject to have that reopened.
Show me which one they said that they had extended and swapped
Is that that
They
north?
took this from right here.
right there.
I think I got them.
Yeah, I think that's Southwest 9.
Southeast.
It'd be south. You need to go southwest.
No, we're on southeast or southwest. I'm sorry,
Oh,
southwest.
north.
You're right, Jake.
West.
I know you hate it when that happens.
Anyway,
Southwest.
from about right in here
Okay.
down to here is a road,
Okay.
and the road bed's there. You can see it, but it's grown up in so many. I mean, it's been closed for years. You got trees like this,
I've been down there. I'm just trying to put my
but they swapped
vision to it.
this here. They say for this over here to open this road up down to right about in here.
Okay. Hmm.
Here's six.
Southwest
Okay,
601.
here's 601 and 700. There's 52. Okay.
Southwest 601. There's none.
See, whatever map Jim's looking at, it shows. See, it shows it coming all the way down here, 900.
Okay.
And see, it just shows it going to here. And where it, on the book and everything else that I show, this road is extended down into here. And if you look at Integrity Today, it shows what that book shows.
Okay.
And then over here, off of 501, it shows the road coming in down this way for so long, for so far, and then just dead ends. But I don't know what map you're looking at. What map is that?
Google.
Google.
See, Google's picking up that 900 past 601, but it's not. It's according to the maps and stuff. It's not a road.
That's where we're gonna run into an issue then, right? Is that what you're kind of saying?
I'm just saying, none of this is on road inventory. None of what they're calling roads and is totally different than what's on this book.
Does that go all the way?
Do it, sir.
Does it go, I mean, does it go all the way into it? Or does it stop right in here where you said?
It stops because
It
this here is
stops
up
right
the
there.
trees.
See, here's 501, and you can see the road bed, and it dead ends right here. But then they're saying that this 601 comes all the way to this property line right here. And
Does it have a turnaround?
nope.
No.
You turn around. You
No,
turn.
no, you,
But
this is still all of us.
it sounds like they need to have their meeting to close the one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Get that closed so it's on record that it's closed and they've got the paperwork. And then this one, they're gonna have to get it up to county.
you talking
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
or this one? Well, this
Well,
one doesn't exist.
Then
That's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
have
our
to get
issue.
well, that one they're gonna have to have, because they're gonna have to close it. If they can't leave it halfway open and halfway not. If they are deciding that they want to take this instead of this, then they're gonna have to close that.
Oh, they're
and
wanting
make
to.
sure.
They're wanting to. This here is not a road that exists. They're wanting to take and leave this road, but they're wanting to swap it from right about here down to here,
So they want
and from
So they're wanting both.
here this way, you can't get a road. You can't get a car down through there. The tree's bigger than me and you put together. And then they're wanting to take this road and bring it all the way down to here. Well, they're going to have to get easements from whoever for a road here. And then they're going to have to get it up to county specs and put a turnaround cul-de-sac down here. Otherwise, you're turning around on Gary Scott's property. But they need to go ahead and
close that.
close this one and close this from here to there.
Right.
They need to get on the ball and get those two roads closed, and then they need to make up their mind if they want to go through the paperwork to get easements on this other road.
Right.
Because it's not an existing road right now.
Okay.
I think you need to have Bear Creek Township come in.
Well,
they're
you
wanting
remember
to.
right before the new year, they made contact with you and was wanting to schedule an appointment. And here we are in February, and they ain't got that appointment scheduled yet.
That's
Well,
not all their fault.
That's not. That's more it's
That's not
scheduling.
on them,
Say
But anyway,
but I can schedule.
I'm getting ready to do road inventory within the next month, and I need to.
you need. Okay.
We need to get this stuff clarified because
Not a problem.
if it's not on our maps or on our road inventory, it's not a road that I'm going to count towards our road inventory. And some of these people are going to lose mileage in their road inventory.
Jake, can you call Cole and see if he can schedule?
I've already messaged him. He's
Thursday?
in a conference right now. I'll message him more when he's done.
We're not here Thursday. Courthouse is closed Thursday. So
This Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if they can come in Tuesday.
Am I
Okay.
closed Thursday?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
And Monday.
And Monday? I'm off Friday.
Okay. So
I just said seven. I won't bother you on Friday.
No wonder Sam told me I was off Fridays. I know this ain't the time of year you guys want to hear it, but it's the time of year that I need to bring it up because this is the time of year that I need to do my rearranging of stuff. As we've talked, and I put it in my budget to get rid of that old welding truck and weld. I've been looking around, trying to come up with something, But I need to go ahead if you guys give me permission to come up with the specs and put it out for bid for the new truck to replace the old welding truck and to buy a welder whenever it comes time, so we can go ahead and get that truck set up. Went and looked. I sent the guys this morning, Sam and Rodney, over to Sedalia. They got a welder over there. It's a year and a half old, but it's never been used. It's always set on the floor. It's what they call a demo. But anyway, it's never been used or anything. And they want $7,000. Anything else I've looked at, you're looking at $8,000 to $9,000 for a welder that we. So truck wise, if I just get a cab and chassis, I found a 24 model that has only got 15 miles on it, brand new, and it's running right at 62,000. If you go with the 26 model, you're looking around 80,000. And then you got to figure probably 15 to 20,000 to put a bed on. So I know Jim likes saving our money towards the end of the year before we spend it because you never know what unexpecteds are going to come up. But if I'm going to be doing something, this is the time of year that I need to be doing it, not waiting until August when I'm out there trying to build bridges. So that's something I need you guys to be thinking about.
Okay.
But I'm also trying to find a package deal that would work for us too, that already got truck and bed and everything on it. And all we have to do is go pick it up. But I don't know what kind of numbers they're talking about. I've been talking with Lindsay up there at Custom Truck where we bought our last couple dump trucks from. At one time she said she had some trucks and with the beds and everything ready to drive off the lot for around 92,000.
With the welder or without the welder?
Without the welder.
I was gonna say the welder, you might look at this other one for sure.
So, anyway, if the guys come back and say this Lincoln welder over here in today is one that we need or will do what we need it to do for $7,000, I'm gonna probably go ahead and buy it and get that checked off my list because, like I said, everything else I've been looking at is 8,000 above.
Okay. Not bad. Very truck.
Man, I'm about done with my shopping list.
I would hope so.
Road inventory, builder equipment, bridge, welder truck, township. Only thing else I need to talk to you guys about, here a while back, yesterday, the city of Windsor administrator called me and asked me if the county could put in some culverts for them. Here a while back, they fired one guy, and when they fired that guy, their other two operators up and quit with him, so they have nobody that can operate equipment. They got a big project coming up to re-asphalt a bunch of their streets in Windsor, starting in 2 months. And they're needing several culverts replaced. And I told her it'd be, if you guys are good with it, it'd be like the last deal. They're going to pay for it. It's just like Windsor Special because that's where they fall into. They're going to have to pay for all the labor hours and everything. And there's a possibility that we charge them for the labor hours and use their equipment.
Okay. I was gonna say, if we gotta use our equipment, we're gonna have to start charging for equipment fee too.
Well, you guys got to think about that because, I mean, it's wrote in our specs that on specials we charge for labor only, and they get equipment hours free. And it's wrote in our specs that these townships, they don't pay for nothing.
Right.
We just go out there and do it too.
But you said it's the city of Windsor, so right.
But yeah, but they also fall in the Windsor Special Township.
You're correct.
That's part of it.
That's
So anyway, if you guys don't have any objections, we're gonna go over there and look at their project area and see how many culverts that they have to get replaced. And if you guys have no objections, we're probably gonna take that on for them. Right now, I need some way to make some money. I'm not making no money sitting around the table. And
good spending.
these other townships ain't calling me up. They're not burning my phone up this time of year.
I don't have a problem with it.
You're gonna be able to get all your codes cleaned out, then?
Yes,
Okay.
because I got to put them on a 2-week hold now to notify all the townships.
He
Boy,
just
boy.
gained 2 weeks in his.
Yeah, you just did.
I just gained 2 weeks to
There
get
you go.
whatever I need to do.
I'm clear.
Mark, you got anything for me?
Nope.
Jake?
No.
And just so you're aware, I will probably periodically once a week go out there and take a look and just see how they're coming along.
Oh, I plan on doing the same. Yeah.
So, Jim, you got anything? Boss, you got anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Does anybody in the audience got anything? Bruce, Mike, you guys have a good day.
See you, Dennis.
See ya.
I just wanted to drop off the Henry County Extension annual report for you. Make sure you all had received invitations to our annual meeting. That's February 24th. It'll be in the Methodist Church at 6 p.m. I believe. Robert Perryman's going to be cooking. Rob Hills is going to be doing entertainment for us. So if you're free, we'd love for you to stop by. Jim, you're going to be getting an award. Hopefully, 24th, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tuesday. You're going to be getting an award, Jim. So I didn't know if you knew that.
Nope.
And then Kelly, I just want to make sure that you or your deputy could be there to swear people in. You've done that 100 times before. So
Just let me know the names so I can get them on.
we'll get you emailed the names. So that's all we
Perfect.
need.
Sounds
All right,
good.
thanks.
Thank
Ted.
you.
Yep.
Hey, Travis.
Yep.
Is Susan Scott having to call you or talk to you about a tree?
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but I'll
because
double
our
check.
club or whoever it was is wanting to put a tree or buy a tree for it.
Oh yes, that one. Yes,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah,
Okay.
taken care of. No problem.
Good.
Yep.
Where do you say that was at again? Where do you say that?
It's the Methodist.
Methodist.
Methodist
Thank
Church.
you.
21st, right? I know what he said.
24th.
24th?
Yeah.
Hey.
What time did you say?
6.
Thank you.
6 o'clock.
Did you get an invitation in the mail?
Yeah, I got one to mail.
Got one in the mail.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why I forgot that. Anniversary.
Fried chicken.
I'm gonna tell them we take it out to dinner.
That's
There you go.
cheap day.
Chicken dinner. I'll have it made.
There you go.
Oh, well, I get it. And see, I was gonna be gone on her birthday.
Is Robert down there at City Cam?
Well, no, I will this year. I'll be home Friday. I was at CK. And it was the day different.
What do they call that? Their annual.
Annual dinner.
Okay,
Annual dinner.
go with that.
Annual appreciation day. Oh, Great Rivers. It's on 26th.
Yeah, that's the same day that Eric mentioned. I
Yeah.
believe.
Was that the same day? Okay. I figured it was because that's when all of them
That's what I thought too.
I have a couple more things, but if you
are. I would have
want
liked to look at.
to do the,
Well,
Mike's on the list to speak, so I've got a couple more things, but you guys tell me what you'd like to do.
Well, what have you got, Mike?
It's something to put on the record, basically.
Not that much though.
All right. Want to address an issue this morning that goes to the heart of government transparency in Henry County because the public deserves a clear understanding of what has taken place. On January 27th, in this very setting, Commissioner Bradley stated on the public record that he consulted an attorney regarding the Chapter 100 and Beavertail solar matters before making decisions affecting our county. Because that consultation was about county business and influenced official county business, I submitted a Missouri Sunshine Law request. My request was simple and very limited. I asked only for the identity, the name of the attorney or law firm consulted. I didn't ask for the legal advice given. I didn't ask for the legal strategy. I didn't ask for any privileged communications, only the identity of who is advising a county commissioner on county business, which is considered public information. What followed is what should concern every citizen. First, Jake Bradley refused, stating there are no public records pertaining to your request. Even if there were records, that's between me and the attorney. I informed him that because he did not record the meeting with documentation, that it does not exempt him from his legal obligation to disclose. The second time he refused, Jake Bradley improperly cited a statute meant to protect attorney-client privilege, which the identity of the lawyer clearly does not apply. The third time Jake Bradley refused to disclose this information, he stated, and I quote, "I am not stonewalling you on this. I am complying with the attorney's wishes to remain unnamed." I then replied back, "A lawyer wanting to remain anonymous also does not relieve you of your obligation to disclose this information." Finally, Jake Bradley's fourth refusal, which came through the county clerk, his fourth refusal to comply with the Sunshine Law Act request, he made the argument that he believes the law only requires him to be transparent if the information was documented, and since he did not write it down or document it on paper, he feels that he is exempt from having to disclose that information. So let's pause and understand what that means. A commissioner publicly states he relied on legal counsel in making decisions that impacted taxpayers, yet the public is told they cannot know who that counsel was because no record was created. That is exactly the type of situation the Sunshine Law is meant to prevent. The Missouri Sunshine Law exists to ensure public business is conducted in the open. It exists so decisions aren't shaped behind closed doors without accountability. It exists so officials cannot sidestep transparency by simply keeping things verbal and off paper. If that standard were accepted, any public official could avoid transparency simply by keeping conversations verbal and leaving no record. That would make the Sunshine Law meaningless and defeat the very purpose it was created. Now, I want to be clear. This ain't personal. This is about the public's right to open government. When an elected official says their decisions were influenced by a lawyer but refuses to identify the lawyer, it naturally raises questions. Was that lawyer independent, as Jake Bradley told the community? Was Jake Bradley being honest when he said that lawyer was not local? Was that lawyer an expert in that field, as Jake Bradley stated? Did Jake Bradley actually even speak with the lawyer when he used that as his reason for not voting on the motion with Mark Larson? When the public is denied transparency, it is inevitable that the public will assume something is being hidden for nefarious purposes. Of course, all of those questions could easily be laid to rest simply by being honest and transparent. If nothing improper occurred, transparency clears the air. If the law supports disclosure, it should be followed. Unfortunately, this has become a pattern with Commissioner Jake Bradley, refusing to give what should be public information. Earlier last year, we discovered that Jake Bradley had met with the solar panel company a dozen times, which he admitted to after being confronted. When requests were made for copies of any emails or other written correspondence or what was discussed, Jake Bradley had with the correspondence Jake Bradley had with the solar company, he refused, stating that he had no legal obligation, since technically he was not sworn in at the time, and when those meetings and correspondences took place. Jake Bradley has consistently withheld information from the public, and always the case has been when it involves protecting the interest of Ranger Power, Beavertail Solar Company. Commissioner Bradley, you sit in that seat today because the voters of Henry County chose new leadership after growing frustration with the kind of non-transparency and behind closed doors decision making they felt was happening from your predecessor. The message from the voters was clear. They wanted openness, not secrecy. They wanted accountability, not selective disclosure. They wanted officials who err on the side of transparency, not avoidance, just because you find loopholes. That is why this situation matters. When information about official county business is withheld from the public, especially information as basic as who is advising a commissioner on county matters, it sends the wrong message to people who they put in office. Because this matters to the public of Henry County, the next step will be to report this to the Missouri Attorney General. My goal is not to attack anyone. My goal is to ensure our county government operates in the open and earns the public's trust. Transparency should never be controversial. Accountability should never be optional. And the public should never be left in the dark about who influences decision at the county level. So I want to respectfully ask on the record, do the other commissioners support withholding the identity of legal counsel consulted when no statute clearly authorizes that secrecy? And secondly, do you believe it is consistent with the spirit of open government to avoid creating documentation of official consultations and then turn around and cite the absence of written record as the reason the information cannot be provided by the public? It seems that when you want to hide something, you just don't write it down. That is not consistent with what transparency is and what you promised the public. Thank you for your time and for allowing this to be put on the record.
Well, first of all, I'm just keeping the wishes of the attorney that I talked to. He asked to stay nameless. I'm just honoring his wishes. Okay. Secondly, you've made it personal from day freaking one. You've attacked many people, me included.
For what?
You know what?
No, for
You
what?
don't have to say that.
Describe for what?
So to answer your question, no, I'm not going to tell you because I'm still honoring his wishes. If you want the number to the Attorney General, I'll get it for you. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. I apologize to the people that want to know.
Who do you represent?
I represent Henry County, the
Do you
whole
represent-
entire county.
Do you represent the lawyer?
Which lawyer?
The one you said you met with?
No.
So why are you going?
He's a
why
He's
are
a
you
third
keeping-
party. I'm not going to get into it with you. I've done answered it. You got any more questions or anything else, you contact your lawyer, and your lawyer can contact our lawyer. Anything about this legality, I'm done answering questions.
When you said I attack other people, for what?
You've attacked many people.
For what?
Personal reasons.
What
Because if they don't believe your way, you go after them.
No.
And I'm sorry, I don't feel that way. I've looked at both sides. I try to make the best judgment I possibly can. with everything I've got, and that's what I do. I've done it my entire life, and
I've attacked no
I
one.
do apologize to people that don't like it, but that's how I do things.
I've attacked no one. The only thing I've done is brought to light when you withhold information, when you've lied to the public, which
I-
we have recorded many times,
Yeah.
and I put out there.
I'll own up if I lied. I don't feel like I lied. There's times I probably said something I didn't remember saying. You brought it up. Fine. I said it. Fine. Maybe. I don't know. That's as far as it's going to go.
But let's be clear. It's not attacking. It's holding people accountable for
You
the
turn
things
it to
that
an
they
attack.
the things that they promised to the public. You promised transparency.
And I'm giving transparency.
Then would you be open to telling us the discussions you had with the solar panel company when you met with them a dozen times? Would you be willing to hand over the emails you refused to give over?
That is in legality.
No, it's not.
Anything that has to do with the lawsuit, I'm not answering questions.
Okay, well, let's make it clear. I've never attacked you. I've only pointed out when you've broken your promise to the community for transparency.
You're allowed to believe that.
Would the other commissioners like to answer the questions I asked them?
I don't have anything to say to that.
I think it should be released. I mean, I've made it very obvious with anybody and everybody. If I will tell you, if I go and talk to them about anything, I don't care who knows. I don't care what the lawyer tells me necessarily. I'm going for information only, and if I'm going for information from him, he works for me. I don't work for him.
I didn't pay anybody. No one worked for anybody.
Well, you didn't have to, but you. Well, I won't even use you. I'll say me. For me, I work for the people. Now, if the lawyer is local and he was who you went and talked to, is he your constituent? Yes. But at that point, then it gets into a matter of character on the lawyer's part. Because I don't think any lawyer should be giving anybody information that they're concerned that somebody finds out about. If I'm a lawyer and you come to me and you ask me something and I tell you my response, and my response is something that I know nobody's going to want to hear, too bad. Too bad. For me, that comes down to character, not legality, not anything else. You either believe in something and you stand on it and you have foundational principles, or you don't. I'm good with it. You know what? The world's made up of all sorts of people. I mean, it is, and that's what makes the world go round. Do I agree with that? No, not at all wholeheartedly. I am against that. Whatever was discussed with Jake as far as his attorney, I'm partially, yeah. I mean, I understand client privilege.
Well, statute allows
sure,
for that.
and
It allows for
I
that, not
get
for
all
withholding
that.
the identity.
Yeah, I get all that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I guess maybe I'm way too open, and maybe probably for my own good, but I really don't give a damn what anybody thinks. You want to ask me? I'm going to tell you. You may not like it. I may, and I'm not even saying I may, would ever run for this office again. And if somebody wants to ask me to leave, you guys, it ain't going to take that much. Trust me. I mean, I just think that along with all this legality stuff, there comes a moral and a character that comes with it. I didn't do this. I definitely, and hopefully you didn't either, do this for the money, because there ain't enough money in here to make it worthwhile. I'll just tell you straight up. But if you're going to be elected and the people put their trust in you and they elect you and they put you in this position, then you work for them, period. Now, you may make this, help me out. Simple as that. Hopefully, if we weren't a third-class county, recall me. I mean, I'm good with it either way. I really am. But I don't think things should be, because when they are, there's already a cloud hanging over all of this. So for me, anything I know, anything I find out, anybody I talk to, Bruce, you come ask me. I mean, you know. I just think it makes things a whole lot clearer. It keeps you out of trouble. And both of you two, I mean, personally, you guys are great. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I've always said this. I do think my issue, one of my issues is we have an attorney that we work for instead of the attorney working for us. I'll say up front, I was a pretty sharp guy. I don't agree with probably 80% of what he says. I think that there are ulterior motives packed into some of this stuff. And it just seems like, you know what? We go to an attorney way more than we need to. I mean, good Lord. Some of the, you know, I told people when I ran, I know nothing about government. I don't. I was an ex-painter, for God's sake. You were a truck driver. So yeah, I think we need to get an attorney's perspective. But as far as I'm concerned, the things that I want to do, I'm going to push it until you tell me I can't do it. Because we haven't done it that way. Ever. Ever. The only thing that's been done in this county is the same way they've done things for the last 100 years. Because that's the way you do it. And I don't buy that. I would just as soon walk away from this job if I thought that was the reality of what the way it needs to be.
I don't even think the main focus should be on what's always been done in the status quo. That's a whole nother subject. This just has to do with transparency, being honest with the people. And for you to say that I attack people, I've never personally attacked you. I've never said one thing about you that was not part of your duties here and the things that you were not doing or complying with.
I'm not going to get into
I
it.
Well, you don't
I
need
will tell you, Jake, and this, I mean, you can take it for what it's worth for me. I mean, and I'll let everybody know, Mike and I didn't know Mike from Adam until you probably
It's
know
not a
what.
question
Well,
of character.
no, but let me
You
finish.
just attacked my character.
Yeah, I did.
I will tell you,
I'm talking to Mark.
in the amount of times
That had nothing.
that him and I have sat and talked, if your name is ever brought up, he's never said anything about you other than he doesn't appreciate the way that you do things. Character-wise, I'm just telling you, he has never come at you and said, "Oh, Jake, that no good." Never.
And neither have I.
So I mean, I don't think.
I commend your passion. I really do. I've said that numerous times. I commend Josiah. I'm sorry, Josiah. It escaped my brain. I commend Josiah's passion. I think it's great. I'm all about change and about transparency. I would tell you his name. He asked me not to.
That's not.
And I am honoring his wishes. And that's
But
it.
in your position, you have to know that does not count towards the statutes does not allow for that.
May I say something? May I interrupt?
And the only
One of the
reason,
things, if you wouldn't mind, the day y'all was arguing back and forth, that day when it all started, about him voting or doing whatever, he said, well, he wanted to talk some. And then you all said, well, you're wanting advice. Yes. He said, I want to look at some other things to check it out. When he left here, and you said, good, talk to him. Now, that's as far as I know about it, the whole deal. Now, the next thing is, then we got in this deal, well, he must have talked to an attorney.
well, that's what he said.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what he said. But he could have said, I talked to John Blow down here on Bruce. I talked to Bruce. I mean, that's things. Some of that stuff, y'all just, I don't know, bickering over stuff that, it's fine. You got what you wanted. He did talk. Now you don't want to listen to what he's talking. Now you want to go after attorney, which I'm not again. I don't care whether it's attorney or John Blow. That's irrelevant because it doesn't make any difference. I've talked to a lot of them. I talk to a lot of them all the time, but I'm not talking about anything in particular unless it's something I'm wanting on that. But it may be about my trust or something like that, and I'll talk to them.
The argument you're making is whether it's relevant or
But
not.
I'm
for
not
someone
talking
to
about
know.
what I'm saying is that's his if he was gonna talk to it up here in the office right here, yes, then it falls into a different category.
So the only,
that's the case.
so we can circumvent the Missouri Sunshine Law
No,
if
not.
we do it outside this office. That's what you're saying. As long as
Then
you
get a
don't
hold
write
of the
it.
Attorney General and go ahead and dive into
No, what you're
and see
saying
what
is
you
as
got.
long as you don't write it down and you do it behind closed doors,
No.
you don't have to tell people.
He didn't do it behind closed doors. It's him. It's him just wanting to talk. He's wanting information. Same as you. You want information, you're gonna talk to somebody. Who'd
No,
you
I-
talk to? You know
I
what?
understand that.
I mean,
And as a public official, he's required to give the name of the identity of the lawyer and the firm.
well,
That's
You-
I actually asked Wes
I
and
don't
I've
think-
asked Ivan, and they said no. So
actually you do. You-
Actually, I don't.
You stated, I'm not gonna argue that point. You did state in your response, the only reason you didn't do it was because you didn't write it down or document it.
I have no
I
documentation.
understand that,
I didn't say I didn't write it down.
but
I don't have the documentation. I don't have an email. I don't have anything to give. The sunshine is for records.
How did you arrange this meeting?
Phone call.
Okay, so can you give a phone record?
we would like.
I
to
don't
know.
have the phone. Not on me.
Yeah, but you
You-
could obtain a phone record.
Okay, so you have,
Maybe.
there was a phone call. Well, when was that phone call made?
Between that week that you asked for.
Okay, I'll do a sunshine law request for those records.
Go for it.
Okay.
Like I said, call the attorney
that-
general. I don't mind. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. And if they tell me I have, I'll correct it and we'll move forward. Simple as that.
Okay.
But we've spent plenty of time on this. I think it's time to move on.
It should have only taken a second, actually.
Y'all have a great day.
all right.
I have a order of deeds fee sheet to approve.
Perfect.
I have a letter to Lewis Company with notice to proceed on the construction. That was after a pre-construction meeting. I have 2 sick leave donation forms for individuals, county employees. We usually just look at them and approve them.
Okay.
And then the assessor needs signatures. So county assessor. So Mark, you'll just sign the first one, and then Jake, you'll sign
Okay.
the second one. And then that one and that
Perfect. Thank you.
one.
It's nothing personal.
No,
You know that, right?
No. No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, not at all, not at all.
Like I said, we still got a job to do, and it's just nothing personal.
Good to those two.
Perfect.
Today's the what, 9th? 10th.
10th.
10th?
Yes, sir.
Jim, can you stamp these approved, please?
So, Bruce, how much longer until you can start running again?
Probably at least another month, maybe 2.
Getting stir crazy?
Not really.
No.
I gotta wait until, it'll be 8 weeks this coming Sunday, so it's 6 to 8 weeks is normal for a bone to heal. But then I gotta kind of rehab myself.
Rehab, yeah.
I imagine if I'm start walking a bit here by the end of the month, that'll be pretty good. Then I'll sometime in the month after that, towards the end of March, maybe I might
You gonna try any weights?
jog a quarter mile
Oh,
and
man.
walk a quarter.
Yeah.
You gonna try any weights, like pushing?
Yeah, I'll be doing weights. I've got a little home gym.
Nice.
So, well, I'm being summoned home by the boss.
Well, I'm glad I asked you before you just took off.
I figure you guys are done here once you
Huh?
finish.
You leaving?
this.
So I think we don't have any extra
Yep.
things on.
That's what I tell my wife when I go out the door, so I'm leaving you. See you
Be
guys.
careful.
See you, Bruce.
Bye.
Remember, we're not here this Thursday,
Oh, yeah?
right?
Yeah,
This Thursday?
well, you guys are taking an awful lot of time off.
The courthouse is closed.
Oh, holiday.
We're gone.
Yeah, holiday.
We don't have a.
Lincoln's
We
birthday.
don't have a thing.
I couldn't remember what it was.
The courthouse is closed.
Lincoln's birthday.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. I need to update the calendar.
This one,
Oh no.
can you get you to stamp
Oh.
it?
Yep, yep.
Let's see here.
Just wanted to make sure you pay attention.
I was paying attention. Jim, I need your signature right there, please. And then the next thing I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these dudes, and then that's all I've got.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Anybody see the wreck of Lindsey Vaughn? Or,
Yes,
that was awful.
it was terrible.
Oh, I was pushing for her. I thought, come on, blown knee,
She
get the
had
goal.
herself worked up before she ever hit that
Yeah.
slope, though.
Yeah.
April 4th is the Saturday prior to Easter. I think.
Yes.
Okay. Some organization usually has an Easter egg hunt
Yep.
on
Here in
the
the
courthouse
courthouse.
line. They're planning that from 11 to 3 on that Saturday. If you guys see no problems.
No.
I don't.
Nope.
I think that'd be.
I will
A
call
nice
Miss
thing.
Amanda and let her know. We're good to go for that.
The Davis Township Road contract with the grader, Kelly,
Uh-huh.
should be sometime. I should be hearing from Ben Bellamy sometime this week.
Okay.
If not, it may be next week before I get the contract. Of course, we're not coming back in, so, but it should be pretty soon.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to make sure when we get that we have Davis coming in. get them on the agenda.
Yeah.
So you're all, Dennis and Davis and everybody's present.
Mhm. Okay, we don't meet Thursday. And do we meet Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
the 24th?
Yeah, we got some appointments.
No,
The
it better be the
17th.
17th.
Oh,
Tuesday the
17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I never knew her name. Last name. I was wondering, Mama Terry.
Oh, shit, I mean, this today.
Dylan Rodert with the Corps of Engineers is going to be here at 9:30.
And his supervisor, but I can't think who. He's a new guy. They're wanting to introduce him and the signing and take pictures kind of stuff.
Who's doing what?
With the Corps of Engineers, Dylan. His new, I'll say boss. I don't know what his title is, but
The other question that I wanted to make sure I brought back to the forefront was the actual purchase donation of the building to the Project Homeless. We need to bring that back to the forefront. I know we had asked Ivan about it. And I thought there was some confusion there about how we wanted to. I don't know if I've seen anything.
Didn't he send something back on that?
what was the confusion? I'm trying to remember.
Part of it was about not giving it away, wasn't it? That they
Yeah.
like make them
Right.
pay it
You gotta pay
$2,
something.
$1,
Yes.
whatever.
And
Okay.
the other was if
I
for
remember
some
that
reason they folded that it came back to the county and we
We
said,
don't
no,
want
we
it.
don't want that.
Yeah.
Once we are
We
free
wanted-
from it, we want no legal liability to
Mhm.
left to that building.
Okay.
I think I gave you all a copy of this one that was the purchase. So
See, I got one of those at the
What's-
house.
okay. What's happening is they are not being able to move forward with their application for their 501c3 because they don't have locations. So
Yeah.
the sooner we can do that, the better for them. I understand the warming center lease might not work out, the short-term lease that they were running because we haven't been able to get our stuff out of there. But the end game is getting rid of that building. And if we can do this, it will help them get their 501c3. So
Yeah.
just keep that here and look at the documentation that I might have sent that I sent.
Hope
Okay.
it means
Is
they
that
don't.
what
Hey, we need
I
to
think
stop
it
them
is.
from hauling them in here too.
So we just basically, we need, because I'm with you, let's get this done.
Yeah.
If we just need to read it and then make a decision.
Well, this one, there's a lot of blanks, like the purchase price and so we need to make those decisions of what we're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see, Mark, again. I'm sure I have it stashed in my email and I'll send it to you again. If somebody wants to work it up their way, that's fine. I just think we've been sitting on this for too long and we need to make.
We need to push through and
Yeah,
it's
I may actually.
we told them we was going to be done before winter and honestly we dragged our feet, so not on purpose, it just kind of got away from us. But what did we decide on the garage? Did we decide we're going to add that to it and send the whole thing to them?
See, that's it. Those decisions haven't been made. Those were the ones that were questioned. Mark, I'm just gonna send it to you. I got it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, add me to that too, Kelly. Just
I did.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
just
you.
sending all three. I just
Yeah,
sent it to all
perfect.
three of you again. That was I think that was the one he sent to us prior to our conversation. I don't see that I have anything after our conversation.
Well, I'm for, if we're gonna do the building, I say do the whole kit and caboodle, send it down the road. So we don't have to have it surveyed to try to get an easement. And I mean, the garage would be great to hold on to, but if that's the case, we might as well hold on to it, demolish the damn building, and we have a lot we can do something with. But if they're gonna utilize it, I say we just send it all. I know you was for keeping the building, Jim, or the
Yeah, I
garage.
guess my big thing, that'd be the only thing, would be worth something.
It would be nice to have that
And
extra
right
storage.
now, we always need a place to put something, just like the generator, yeah, they got a place to put it, but things get tight after a while.
I feel like, not that I have a decision, that's been
Oh,
wasted,
man.
unused space full of junk for how long?
Yeah.
Besides the generator.
And nothing against anybody or anything they're doing down there, which I think is a great opportunity. I hope it doesn't turn into a terrible opportunity. But that's, if there's going to be as much activity down there as what sounds like it's going to be there, I don't know if we need to have a building down there with the temptation of going in and cootying around, as my grandma would say. So, but I am game for whatever you guys think.
That's what you want.
I just think we need to quit. We've got to do something. You have kicked this can down the road
Well,
long.
Yeah. And I say for as long as
Mark, what do you think?
I think we ought to get rid of it all.
All of it?
Yeah,
Right, that's it.
I just do.
Get rid of all of it, just we'll figure it out. And I think they need to pay some money for it. I mean, something worthwhile, a little bit more than
a
a
dollar.
dollar, you bet. Cause
Okay.
that garage and that other, that'll be used.
And it'd
They'll
be
probably
beneficial
put
for
sleeping
them.
bunks out. Which
You're
is
just gonna
possible.
have to be careful how much, because they're
I know it.
already strapped for
Well,
that,
and-
or they would have done.
So is this, I'm
Fair enough point
just gonna
too.
butt in. It all or nothing deal now where we already told them you can have that at no cost, and now we're
We're
backtracking. and
We give them
saying,
the jail at no cost.
Jim, I
We-
understand that if you let me finish what I was gonna say. I understand that. So that's why I said all or nothing situation. If you're not willing to purchase this garage, okay, well then we're gonna have to have more time because we have to have it surveyed out, we have to have this, and then we keep it, I get it. Because they may not be prepared to purchase something after they've been told that, you can have this building, well, we don't wanna make that as you can have this building on the agreement that you purchased this garage now. Does that
Correct.
make sense? That's all I'm saying.
Correct. I think we're towing a fine line too, because I mean, kind of made a deal, and now we're kind of
Don't wanna renege.
we're kind of resetting the rules here.
Right. That's why I said it's an all or is it an all or nothing, or is it, that's why these decisions have to be made.
I guess I'd be curious to know if they thought they was getting the garage ahead of time, or they thought it was just the jail. And I apologize. I haven't called Darren yet, like I said I would. I got busy, and
Well,
I
he
completely
emails me
forgot, to be
weekly,
honest with you.
and I've not got anything to tell him except for I put it in front of the commissioners again.
I'll
Have
reach
we
out.
heard when Lucretia is going to move?
I have not.
Cause it's supposed to be nice all week.
That's what
I mean,
she said.
That honestly, I hate.
Well, my stuff's
Push
still
it.
in there too. I'm just as guilty. I need to get it out.
Well, I've talked to her and she told me she wasn't.
When did
Oh,
you
well.
talk to her?
And say she might be
Last week,
swamped.
whenever we did
Before you
last
left?
night, before I left.
I
She
didn't see
told me,
anything
she
wrong with
said,
it.
Jim,
Did
I'm
you?
not ready.
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about removing her stuff out.
No, moving her stuff out. Now that.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. Guys. Yeah, no, we about getting scheduled up to get all the stuff out to, so we can.
Yeah, because we can't give it away until it's gone. And that's, I mean, I get it, she's busy, but it's also dragging in the same breath. So
Mark and I thought that was
we're still
good.
live. Aren't we? Have we heard anything back on Booth Road from, do you know if they're,
Nope, I haven't. I don't even know if they've been back out there yet.
Yeah, I need to call that lady that came in and asked about it. I haven't had any update for her, so.
why don't they send her out there doing their survey or their work? So,
It is actively in their queue. I mean, surveying, it's just a process.
Right.
Do this step, then you do this step, then you do this step, so.
No, it's the 10th.
It's supposed to be nice.
in the
It's
50s,
supposed to get cold tomorrow.
is it tomorrow?
A little bit tomorrow. Did I look? I looked at it this morning. I was a little groggy.
That's not acceptable.
And maybe it was maybe it was Thursday was gonna be a little chilly.
52 tomorrow and Thursday, back up to 60 on Friday. I may just put it on moving my stuff Friday.
If you need help,
I
holler.
don't have, I feel like I might be able to utilize them.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
have some though.
did you by chance see Chris yesterday?
I don't know that I did after we talked.
Okay. I didn't either. I'll give him a holler.
I saw the
Yeah.
in the basement.
Yeah.
What y'all want to do on this?
Mark thought it was
I
good
thought it
too.
was good.
Hey, did you see an issue with this
Damn
one?
it.
I didn't.
No.
I haven't either.
They're living there.
Yeah, and it says tenants. So.
So did we all understand what this one was about? What she's asking?
Hand it back. I thought I did.
This was done in June of 25.
Right.
The collector's office said that was not an acceptable trust at that time because you guys had been making that decision. So they didn't turn it in.
Okay.
It's retro advance.
So that's
There
what
you
the question is, well, they did attempt to do it in June of 25.
Right.
Is this going to retro back to whenever they were eligible?
Oh, I see the question now.
Or is this gonna be a 2026 thing?
Let's hang on until Mark gets in here and then
That was the question surrounding
we'll
that.
review that.
Twenty
Okay.
26 is what it should be, correct? Isn't that what you're saying?
That is not what I am saying.
I
What they're saying.
No, what they're questioning, because they turned people away
right.
and said, these aren't being approved. They didn't turn people away. Here's what they did. They said, these aren't being approved, and then the people would say, well, then I'm just not going to mess with it and leave. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
then this guy
Well,
comes back in and says, I tried to apply in June of last year, and you guys told me they weren't accepting them. So all they need to know is, are you going to retroactive those? That rule wasn't in effect at that point in time.
no, we can't.
Okay.
I mean,
I
we're not going to be able to do it
that.
until 26.
That is the question on those.
Did you hear?
So
Did you catch the drift right there? At the end?
Basically, we changed our
rulings
Ruling.
during the application process.
So we're not wanting to give them the 25? Is that?
That's the question.
question that is being had because this individual happened to hang on to his application and brought it in. He didn't apply. He just brought the papers back in and said, I
so
tried
he-
to apply in June and you guys told me they weren't accepting those trusts and now they are, so I'm going to apply. He didn't actually apply
Oh,
and get denied.
Then he should have.
So some people, when they came in and told them that, would say, send it through anyways, we'll
Right.
try it. And then some people, when they came in and they would tell them that, they would say, well, then I'm not gonna mess with it and not actually apply. So that guy's is dated when he initially tried to apply, but he didn't apply at that point in time. He just brought the paperwork from June in.
Is that the only one like that?
So
So
far.
far.
See, because I hate, that's a catch-22. Because he didn't apply, but if,
But had
We
he left
as-
it here, I get it. That's my
Yeah.
thought process.
because if
I'm glad you
we
pointed
as-
out. I didn't
I didn't get like that
catch
either.
on to that.
I just thought, oh, well, we started doing them.
I just thought it was a trust deal.
Yeah.
It looked good to me.
Problem is if we as the county told them that we weren't accepting it,
Because we weren't.
because we weren't, then I would probably not have dropped it and see if it'll work anyway myself.
Damn, this is a tough one. I kind of feel like we.
It won't be the only one that you get either
No.
now. I mean,
What are you gonna do?
it's not a one-off thing.
Because then they can come in and say, well, I tried now.
Yeah,
You gotta
but
accept
no, that guy just happened to have his paperwork, so,
No.
you know, dated.
Tried. But they can get the paperwork and date it themselves too.
Well,
It's signed in front of a notary, so they
I'm
can't.
gonna say that's what. It's the notary part that you know that he had attempted. You know.
He tried to do that.
But, you know, he could have had that filled out, just hypothetical.
That's
He
right.
could have had that filled out and never even came in here. And now he's just coming in and saying, because he forgot
You're
or
gonna try it
something,
again.
you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that is the case. I'm just saying hypothetically that could have happened.
So the question is retroactive to 25 or just 26, correct?
Yeah, if it begins in 26 when he actually applied.
That's good. That's good.
Well, this is a tough decision. I've been told I got to make them. I say no to the retroactive for going forward.
And that one needs to be in 26, right?
Yes.
Okay, that would be my
What
thought.
do you think?
Because we
I mean, I
changed
hate
our
it.
mind.
I don't think you can minister it any other way and do it fairly. I
Right.
mean, there's no.
Right.
That would be
Can't-
a nightmare for the
'Cause
collector's office.
If it was
People come in here all
24,
the time and say, well, I tried earlier.
but this is between 25 and 26, you know, it's
It could have been 24 though, Jake. He just didn't apply till 25. I don't know.
shoot fire, you're right. Okay.
I don't know when he was eligible.
I still stand on the no retroactive.
26. 26 only. Start seeing. What do we need to write on that?
I will
What about this
one?
one? Review trust.
Y'all look at that one.
Yeah, I
This is,
Unfortunately, there's bumps and bruises in these processes. I mean, there just is nothing is ever implemented smoothly. And if it is, you're lying. I mean, let's just be honest.
yeah.
this one, there's no question other than you trust, right?
I don't know.
It was just
the only
reviewing the
way I
trust.
knew about that was because Whitney and I was hashing it out in our.
I'm glad you
so
brought
that
it
I
up.
was ready to present it to you guys because we don't think this will be the only one like this, and they needed a precedent set going forward.
Yep. And this is okay. This one's okay. Alright.
Emails, that's what I was going to.
All right. That's That's the last thing I have.
Can we get Chuck to come in here? Because I've taken about, I don't know how many phone calls over our microphones. If you've listened, I sat and listened to one of our, because everybody's been telling me, you can't hear, it's muffled, blah, blah, blah. So I actually finally sat and listened to one of the understand in here. And I don't understand, I don't know if there's an adjustment that you can make, or like, because Kelly, like I said, I don't know anything
I'm
about
not a
this
sound
stuff.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an adjustment on the computer, because if these are the same.
They're the same, and I had your Josh set them up for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
So.
see, and that's what I'm saying, I don't understand, because mine were 3 times clearer.
I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna hold the microphone for you.
But I mean, it was literally painful to try to hear it.
So I do know that there was a couple meetings where we had issues with them and we had to use the one mic recently. And I do know that while I was gone, there was issues with the mic they were user errors, not microphone errors. But I will send an email to Chuck that says, looks like we're having microphone issues again. Clarity seems to be the issue. What can we do and how can
That's, you know, honestly, I was thinking that it would be
have a
simple.
lapel mics?
Lapel mics. Would probably, because one thing, you'll lose all the paper. Because when that one, even when it sits in front of Jim,
It's bad. I know, and his stamp is like.
yeah. Seems like he's hitting a hammer.
I mean, I can look into lapel mics. I don't know how many.
Maybe drop mics. Those little bitty drop mics.
It just has, honestly, it has to be on what you're willing to spend. Because,
Of course.
you know, we was doing this, implementing it as we went because this is what we were doing now. So,
I know I've listened.
Lapel mics are cheap.
yeah, that's what I was
They're cheap,
thinking.
but they actually.
As long as I could get them like in a pack of 4.
Yep, and then I said these two out on the table.
Say,
I don't know if you can run. How
I
you
know
can run
God,
six.
listening and watching it on my iPad, I didn't have a problem. Well, I've sat there and listened, watched it on my iPad. I haven't had a problem.
You actually hear it better off.
I was gonna say, I sometimes, when I was gone, I was listening to you guys over my car radio.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I've done that too. So that's why when you say that, I go, man, I know I've listened to it.
Maybe
And
it's
just
just
fine.
on TV.
I don't know.
YouTube.
I don't know.
And I've never watched it on my TV.
That's I hadn't.
Can't
I
say
mean,
as I have.
it's something we need to look
How am I supposed to lever to myself if I don't have?
Honestly, I don't know. I put that lapel mic.
Oh shoot! I clicked the wrong one.
That's me, yeah.
I'm just teasing. Drop mic. I don't know if we could just do one and then pick up the whole. I mean, this isn't a very big space.
How much have you got invested in all of
Not much. The cameras were a little pricey, but they're good. The cameras are good. It's just the sound.
Well, it worked so well for you and Josh. It was,
That's why I bought the same exact one.
Yeah, there is little buttons on the side for like volume and stuff. So I wonder.
I've never even looked at it. I
Well,
have no
see,
idea. That's why
I just don't know what that.
on the transmitter side over here. Oh, did you push it?
Did I push what?
Did you push a button?
I did. I pushed like a volume button on the side. Did I mess things
Yeah,
up?
so Josh showed me that you have them on the same deal. It's like 15 and 15. And this one's only showing 6 and 15. So maybe they were on 15 and 15 this morning. It was low.
I didn't hit the little tornado button. I hit the one that looked like a volume.
Cause they were, from high to low, or from low to high. Maybe, I hope I didn't just blow out their eardrums holding those close together. Cause they were working decently, I thought. I wasn't hearing much complaint.
So
Chuck
back,
and I tested out different. We even had a big one up here, and it was picking up too much paper noise. So that from the top might even answer the question.
You're gonna have surgery at 6.
Yes, sir.
When are you aiming to have come in and talk about that road?
That
I'm just looking at the calendar and thinking about, because then we're gonna have a meeting.
when do we get schedule our meeting?
last week of March. No, that is a busy because we got the
Kelly, when did they
extension.
have to send their budgets in?
They were supposed to be in by January 31st.
That's kind of what I was wondering. So,
It says, what time's your surgery?
I haven't heard what
Have
time.
I
They tried
received
calling
them?
earlier. I wasn't able to answer.
received any?
But we was in the middle of
So,
business.
the majority.
Really?
I do have the
I'm gonna
majority.
put it down now.
You know,
Uh,
last year didn't we do it in April and that worked out fine?
So we
Yeah.
did do it in April, because of the
Vote.
township turnover vote, but we don't have any candidates on the ballot this year, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be, not even for specials or townships.
Well, I tell you what,
So there won't be any turnover.
if you wanted to do it the third week in March, I should be pretty good. If you make it closer to the end of the week. Like
What if we did it
Thursday, the
Thursday?
19th.
the 5th of March before you have your surgery?
Hey, you can do it then.
We can do it then.
I mean, that's
Day before your surgery.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah, but what if you get all worked up over there and get your dang neck screwed up, and then have to be off another 2 weeks?
Well, at least I'll have 2 weeks to recover after.
Well, I've already had townships calling and saying, "Hey, when's our
When's the
meeting?"
meeting?
So,
Well, we need to do it Thursday the 5th.
will that work for you guys?
Yes,
Uh,
we better find out. The road.
Yeah.
The March.
Yes.
5th.
We also need to come up with a gas tax agreement.
Yes. Can you just model it after the cart?
I can, unless
What time I'm gonna have it?
personal opinion.
6
6.
o'clock?
You go with 6, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm going with 6. Okay. Personal opinion. Not as much. You must do this. Whereas the cart contract lines out this, where gas tax needs to kind of be more.
Broad.
I feel so, yes. What I will do, because I know statutorily that's supposed to be being done, that I'm sure there's some other townships out there who might have a gas tax agreement. I'll put out my feelers and see if anybody has one I can look at and maybe, not reinvent the wheel, but just plagiarize. I don't think it needs to be, like I said, this is my own personal opinion. You guys are in charge. As tied down as cart money. If we tie them down too much, then they can't get things done that they might actually need done, but it doesn't fall under this and it doesn't fall under this. You know what I mean? So there needs to be guidelines, yes, absolutely, 100%. Or should have been.
You could take it off of the town, what they statutorily have to do.
Right.
Keep it simple.
And
Yeah, because that pretty much covers what
Yeah.
they actually do.
It'd just be
exactly.
a good brushing up kind of.
But you have a signature from the
Us.
commission and the township that that's what they're, gonna
Using
use it
for-
for.
Yeah,
Not, and the township's general revenue fund can be used for whatever they need. Township's road and bridge fund cannot. They have to use it for road and bridge, and that division line has been blurred for so long. I know that all this planning and zoning questioning and things coming into that, that's been a reason why I've
Mhm.
looked and went, yeah, you can't use you can use general revenue, you can't use road and bridge money for that, so I think it just needs to be.
Yep. In the agreement for the purchase, we just need to put some dates in, basically.
That's
On
right.
it.
Yeah, or
I mean,
a price or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty simple.
Make sure that you agree with all the terms, because I think he sent that when he thought we wanted it back, so we need to make sure that that's not in there. I guess I want you guys to look at it and mark what you don't think should be in there, or add what you do think should be.
Okay.
But I think the county needs to be free and clear after the agreement is signed. We don't want any. I don't want it back.
You got anything else?
I don't. See, I think I
She gets off the phone because.
exactly.
I was calling about the Rotary building, but they didn't answer, so I was just trying to give you guys an answer today.
Oh, you're fine. Gotcha.
Do we have anything else?
I think I'm done.
Jim, you got anything?
I don't have any.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, adjourned. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried.